They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll look to throw here. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 43. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Miles Sanders.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Eason. Quick hitch, complete. It's Sanders. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They'll run with Sanders. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun is Eason. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll run. It's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Now Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Flush to his right. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
And his kick here is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. 33 yards, and the Packers have taken the lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
7. Eagles 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick 1st down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. That's complete on the bubble screen. That's Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Makes it third down and 12.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Eason, and quickly finding Rager. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Packers 7, Eagles 3.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Eason. This ball complete to Rager. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 39 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
8 yards on
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
at the 44-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this one's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
Sanders, the ball.
Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Sanders.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch the slap, watch the slap. Watch the slap. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 26, check 26. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Eason. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
I'm about to make a play.
work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the option, here's Elliott. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Eason on 2nd down. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And 3 at the Packers' 42-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Eason to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check, crunch, crunch.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football, something they've worked out since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Jair Alexander.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
1-yard line.
Eason. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
At the 48-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
The tackle.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Eason off the play fake. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Eason steps away to his left. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They go back to the ground with Sanders. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 19 tight, 19 tight. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. And 58 is a Mike.
From the gun, Eason. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Second and 14. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Tackle made.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Throwing right, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
Eason sets to throw it. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And there is a flag. So a big 2nd down pickup. But will it hold? 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. On the counter now, it's Sanders. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. 40 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Eagles 26.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
I don't want to see what's up, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, away from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIV.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Right over there. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun, Eason. The throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why. And
they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
And 11 at the 26-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays